the hosting, man.
Yeah.
Okay,
So wifey.
you gotta scoot over though. I need the spotlight now. Hold on, and I need the charger, and I need everything else. Excuse me. Thank you. I love working with my wife. Not everybody has that privilege, right? Well, actually, yeah, nobody has that privilege to work with my wife. Only I can work with my wife. But with that kind of being said, let me kind of introduce myself to everyone that's here. For those of you who are brand new, welcome to the team. My name is Revelation Kalauli. I'm Hawaiian. I don't know if you can tell by my last name, but let me just kind of give you a little bit of my background, so you guys can know who I am, who Cena is. But I come from the background of music, been in the music industry all my life. I'm 34 years old, and the reason why I bring that up is that you can do the math. I've been doing music since 18. I kind of dabbled into some other things. I was a bartender at one point. I was in carpentry, but I was like, you know what? I was kind of making good money doing music, working like 15 hours a week. I was making more money doing that than I was working as a carpenter. So like, shoot, why would I want to stay working 40 hours a week, making about $700 a week when I can make the same amount working 15 hours doing what I like, right? So I ended up just kind of doing that as my career. My whole family comes from a music background. And the funny story is that, I got to travel the world doing what I do, as a drummer, as a singer. And I actually met my wife at one of the shows. It was up in San Jose. And what happened is, I saw somebody that was beautiful. I was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to try and talk to her for a little bit. Anyways, long story short, I was like, hey, I got to know her a little bit. Okay, build a rapport, right? TRC. And then I took a picture of us, and I was like, hey, what's your number so I can send this to you? And that the rest was history. That's how we ended up being together. Okay, and next year we had a kid. The following year I had a kid. So we're a blended family of 6 kids. But I ended up moving up to California. She was in San Jose. She moved to LA. I moved to LA. She got a job at Netflix as an IT tech. Look, I didn't even have to work, right? I could have just retired if I wanted to, making really good money. That's what she was doing. But I wasn't raised that way. I was raised, hey, you still got to provide for your family, kid. So I was like, you know what? The only way I know how to provide is go on tour. So I was on tour. I'll go on tour for 3 months at a time, 6 months at a time, making really good money. But as a brand new dad, I don't know if we got any parents on here. Babe, in fact, can you do me a favor? I can't see everybody. So I'm going to use this as gallery view, if you can set that up. But I was missing out on a lot of my kids growing up. 4 kids in 4 years. Do the math, like 5, 4, 3, 2. That's their ages right now. And I was missing the first time that they walked. I was missing, their birthdays. And that wasn't happening. Brand new dad. I want to be able to be there for my kids. So I needed to do something different. A friend of mine introduced me to the business, and he said, "Hey, Rev, if you're willing to get trained, and really to get willing to get some credentials, and I can kind of walk you through this whole process, would you be open to that?" I said yes. 2 years later, now we run an agency from Hawaii all the way to Florida. We're part of the Max Life organization. We're marketing directors in the business. Cena doesn't have to work at Netflix anymore. She's retired from that. We run this business together, and we're super excited to just be here. So we're super grateful to be a part of this organization. And that's kind of our story. But what I wanted to do is kind of like to give you a little glimpse of how we even got started in this. But what we wanted to talk to you guys about today is that, let me bring this up. I'll bring it up on this end. You can just use this. Okay, cool. Awesome. Who's those 2 good lookings, huh? Shucks. But what we want to talk to you guys about today is just the ultimate gift, the gift that keeps on giving, right? It's Christmas time. A lot of people are just, spending money on materialistic stuff, which is not a problem, by the way, which is not a problem. C knows that she likes pretty gifts, right? And my kids just like a lot of Legos. My feet are going to be busted up this next couple of months, and then all of those things are going to get thrown away for whatever reason. But we want to just talk about the ultimate gift, right? Like what is there that we can provide for our family, for our friends, that just keeps on giving. So with that kind of being said, babe, if you want to come and jump on this side, I'm going to hand it off to C. She's going to start it off, and go get him, Tiger.
Thank you, babe, for passing the torch to me. Okay, so
what kind of gift are you giving? I know that our topic today is, the ultimate gift, the gift that keeps on giving. You know, um, what I look at it. So personally, what kind of gift are you giving? So for myself, and how long does your gift last? For myself, my two oldest, I started off, I'm a young mom, like Reb said, we're a blended family of six. My two oldest are going to be 22 and 16. So pretty much when it was just, and I was a single mom at, prior to meeting Reb, and, they were spoiled. I bought them anything and everything that they wanted. I've, always had, I'm an engineer by trade, and I've always, like Rev said, I like nice things. And my kids, they were just spoiled because it was just the three of us, my two oldest. And so, as they got older, I had to really take a look at, okay, what am I teaching them? Are the things that they're getting now, where are they going to have them in the next couple of years? Are they going to have them in the next 5 minutes? Because, for those of you who have younger kids, they play with their toys, brand new toys, and then, okay, they're done with it. They want something else. And it's Christmas, they're going to want opening a present after a present after a present. I know, because at our house, my mom she likes quantity over quality. So she loves just having them open more and more presents. But with that being said, what I'm, just to give you perspective, how long does our gift last? Anything that's material, anything that's monetary, that's not something that they're going to be able to have long term moving into the future, right? So what I've taught my kids, the older ones now, that they know that I rather have experience for them. Giving them an experience is giving them peak life experiences, so that they're lasting memories. And not only that, but as we moved into this industry, what we offer, the products and services that we offer, that's leaving a lasting legacy. So I know that for myself, we want to leave a lasting legacy for our family. So really, when you guys are sitting around with your family, this week, really think about it. What kind of gift are you giving? How long does your gift last? Because it's something, as we're now into this industry, you really have to look at it like, what do you want to leave as a gift for your family when you're no longer here? So right now, you guys, with that being said, right now, unemployment claims in 2020, they're at an all-time high. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it this crazy before, but I know that, just in the pandemic alone, look at 6.9 million claims just in April alone. That is it's just crazy, the times that we're living in right now. And GoFundMe, what we have, what we provide, I did a search. This is a recent search. So, speaking of gift giving, if you look at it for medical, how many results I found just for medical alone? How much for funeral? How much for rent? How many people are unprepared? How many people need to know what we're doing? How many people need to be educated? There's a lot of families out there right now that need us, that need our gift. So the rules of money, I know that I really didn't know about this game until Mastermind, when we were with everybody in Temecula. But the rules of money, I know that for us getting into this industry, sharing what we do, I want to be able to learn the rules of money first. So Coach C4, he had recommended this game to us. It's the cash flow quadrant for adults and for kids. And so that's exciting, because I know that that's something that I want to be able to provide as a gift for our kids, so that they can start learning the money game first before making it. And right now is, if you don't know the rules, how are you going to ever win? If you knew the rules, how many people do you think we can help? And that's what we're doing right now, right? And so what we did we went into an industry to learn the rules of the money game. So I'm going to go ahead and give it up to Rev right now. So he's going to go ahead and take it over.
All right, I got this. So, in essence, what C is saying is that the number one thing that you like, I would say there's a bunch of things that you can give as a gift, right? There's a materialistic side, there's the experience side, but for us being in this industry, the number one thing that you can provide is the opportunity, right? We are in the financial insurance industry to help people with products and services, right? To put a Band-Aid on their issues right now. But that's just a Band-Aid. How do you stop the bleeding? They have to be given an opportunity, right? Like she mentioned, there's a lot of people that are unemployed at the moment. There's a lot of people that's going to go into debt because it is the season to go in and buy stuff for families and friends, show people how much you appreciate them by how much money you can spend for them, right? And it's like, shoot, people are already in debt. They're going to get more into debt. How can we help them out with that? People are experiencing a lot of loss. Okay, this is kind of the same stuff that you guys probably been hearing, but for all the new people, like this is something that you guys should know, that people are experiencing loss with their 401ks, with their IRAs, all of that. That's all in the red line. So it's all in a volatility in the market. We can lose a lot of money, make a lot of money, but at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you can not lose money. So helping them with that, helping them with long-term care. There's a lot of products and services that we help people with, but the number one thing is the opportunity. So what I want to kind of go over with you guys is just a simple kind of presentation. We'll PDR just for a little bit, but the simple presentation is called the 90-10. And the reason why I want to go over this with you is you can do this on a napkin. And I'm going to show you how simple it is to go through this presentation with your family, with your friends, and how duplicatable this is. Okay, so I hope you guys get a lot of value from this, but this is the 90-10. Has any of you guys you guys have any experience? You guys know how this works? I'm looking towards the right side because that's where the gallery view is at. Anybody? Yeah? Cool. Thrasher, I see some thumbs up there. Jeez, what's up with everybody in the cameras off? Jeez Louise. Okay, hey, maybe one day, I'll get rid of the scar and maybe you guys can turn the camera on. And maybe that's what it is. Is that what it is? No, I'm just kidding. But let me kind of walk you guys through what the 90-10 is, okay? And it's very simple. It's very duplicatable. But typically what happens is when you sit down with family members, right, you kind of having dinner, or you're barbecuing or you're having some drinks, and then, some people might be like, maybe you haven't seen your friends or families for a long time, or maybe you have, I don't know, it's COVID time. So I don't know if you're breaking the rules or not, but when you do sit down with them, get to like catch up with them. What are you doing now? Needs. What are you doing now? I don't have it on here, but what are you doing now? What do you enjoy about it, cousin? What would you change about it? What are you the decision maker? If I can provide you a solution for those problems, are you open to that? Well, just kind of building that rapport with them, and then boom, go into, what, cuz, or what, sis, or what, whoever, auntie, uncle, I want to show you what I've been learning about. Real simple. It's only going to take 2 minutes. Can I share with you that? Sure, Revelator. Show me what you're doing, what you're learning from work or from your business opportunity. So sit down, say, hey, well, here's what's up, cuz. So most people, so this is the start of it, okay? Most people, they don't know that they fall into 2 categories. 90% of people that they don't make enough money, and the 10% that make more than enough. But let me tell you about the 90%. The 90%, the majority, they make less than $100,000 per year. Okay, they put their money in the banks, checking, savings, or CD. Not the type of CD that you listen to. Okay, a CD in the banks earn 0 to 3% on their money. So I don't know why I don't have that up on here, but they put their money in the banks, right? They're still renting. Okay, they have staycations versus vacations, where it's like, for people in Hawaii, it's like, hey, let's go camping. What? Hey, that's fun. That's fun, but it's like, that's a staycation, right? Vacation, you get to travel the world and do some other stuff. Um, people are still in debt with student loans and credit cards. And when they reach the age of 65, what do you think the majority of people at that age are doing? They're still working, right? Okay, so exactly. So, cuz, how does that make you feel knowing that's the lifestyle that people are going through right now? Oh, that's kind of crappy. That sounds like my lifestyle. Well, let me show you what the 10% are doing. 10% make over 100,000. They put their money in mutual funds, real estate, insurance, earning 4 to 12%. Maybe okay. End the PDR right now. Maybe I'll take that out. I'll keep it simple. I just run what's on the screen. But they make over 100K. They own a home. They go on vacations around the world instead of staycations. They're debt free, and at the age of 65, what do you think they're doing? Cuz, well, they're retired. They're enjoying life. Oh, sorry about that. So, yeah. Now, cousin, what do you want your retirement to look like? At that age? I want this. I want that. I want this. I want that. Yeah, totally. I get it. So, what we do as a company is we help families go from here to here. That's all. So, cousin, if you can teach people to go from one side to the other, would you be open to it? Heck yeah. In fact, I want to do that for myself. Great. What's your schedule look like later on today or tomorrow? Boom, get a time and kind of set up for those of you who are new, set it up with your marketing directors or put it through the matchup system. But it's a simple presentation. 90%, 10%, 90-10, 90-10. So let me kind of just review one more time. I'm not going to make it as wordy, right? Let me keep it really simple. So cousin, so auntie, so uncle, most people don't know that they fall into two categories. 90% of people make enough. 90% of the people that don't make enough money, 10% that make more than enough. Let me tell you about the 90%, the majority. 90% make less than $100,000 per year. They're still renting. They're on staycations versus vacations. You know what I'm talking about, right? They're in debt. And at the age of 65, auntie, what do you think? What do you think they're still doing? They're still working, right? So let me tell you about the 10%. 10% make over $100,000 a year. They're homeowners. They don't rent. They're on vacations all around the world versus staycations. They're debt free. And at the age of 65, what do you think they're doing, auntie? Well, they're retired. Exactly. They're enjoying life. So what we do, auntie, is we help people go from 90 to 10. If I can show you how to move one person, help somebody learn about going from 90 to 10, is that something that you're open to? Yeah, for sure. Okay, great. When can we get together after, maybe can we get together after we eat dinner? Sure, let's do that. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, does that kind of make sense? Is that pretty simple enough for you guys to understand? Sorry, what was that? Let me see. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry, I'm just reading the text messages. Okay. Not text messages, but the chat. I keep forgetting to have this open. Okay, cool. So here's what I kind of want to do. I want a PDR. I want to practice, drill, and rehearse. Okay, you guys already kind of heard me say it twice. Okay, the second time was the real simple version. So I'm gonna go on my little screen over here, and I am going to pick. I might pick some people with their cameras off. I might have to do that. Put you guys on the spot, see if you guys are actually even there, or you guys on the toilet. But here, I'm gonna pick Taylor. You know what I mean, Taylor. Come on now. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call on. Look, she's almost blending with the background. Is that Kayla Sanchez? Kayla, is that you? You blending with the blue background with the blue shirt? Almost thought that you had a President's Club shirt on right now. So here's what we're gonna do. Okay, you can unmute yourself. I'll kind of role play with you. Don't worry, everything's right there.
Okay.
90-10, 90-10. But whenever you're ready, go ahead. Build rapport with your cousin. I'm your cousin right now.
Okay. Hey, Revelator.
Oh man. Hey, guys.
I heard that earlier, so yeah, got it.
Yeah. How are you?
Put that in. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Hey, this food is tasting good right now, huh?
I know, grinds over here. Auntie went cook the spread. Anyways, I wanted to talk to you real quick. Oh wait. Sorry, put me on the spot. Am I just going over this right here? This.
Yeah, let's go over this. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So most people don't know they fall into two different categories. So majority of them, they fall into the this category. I'm gonna show you tell you real quick. They make less than 100K a year. They're still renting, or they live with their parents. Staycations. They do staycations instead of vacations. They're in debt, and at the age of 65, they're still working, unfortunately. But the 10%, they're in the wealthy category. They make more than 100K per year. They own their own home. They vacation all over the world. They go any kind of place, and they're debt free. And 65, no need work already. You can just retire. So, because if I can show you how to move from that 90% category to the 10%, would you be interested in learning?
Yes, 100%. I would want to.
Awesome.
I want to get out of. I don't want to live with mama anymore. I
Yeah.
definitely want to take care of her for sure, but I need to get out and get my own place.
Perfect. Okay, so you know what? I get my trainer, Senior. She's the bomb. I'm gonna introduce you to her. She's very pretty too. So contain yourself.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
we set it up. How about you free tomorrow?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So how about 10 o'clock in the morning? That's good.
Yeah, that works for me.
Awesome.
Unmute yourself and show Kayla some love.
There you go. Good
Good job.
Awesome job.
Awesome, girlfriend.
Thank you.
I love it. Now, the reason why I picked on her, besides she's wearing a President's Club color with a blue background, is because she's been running it in the business for us and for less than 2 weeks. And look how duplicatable it is, right? Speed of instruction. She's moving so fast. Was that hard? The first time you heard that? You've never heard that before. Was that hard, Kayla? No, right? Okay, cool. That's what I love about the system. This is easy, guys. This is easy. So here's what I'm gonna do. Shucks. I'm gonna pick on Brandon Thrasher. My man Thrasher.
Let's go.
Let's go, brother.
Red, what's going on, man? Thanks for inviting me to the family get together. I love being around all this Polynesian food, man.
Oh, bro, you like that poke?
Yeah, bro. I can't do the poke too much. I got a little seafood allergy, but they all that spam masubi, that rice, these noodles, man, they're great.
I love it. What's up, my man?
Man, not much, man. So what are you doing now?
Shoot. At the moment, kind of like I'm not working anymore just because of this pandemic, right? So it's kind of crappy.
Oh man, you're one of the ones that got laid off, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I actually got laid off too, but it gave me the opportunity to work on my business. It's like, what's your plan? Like, to get back ahead?
Honestly, shucks, I was thinking about like selling jewelry online. I don't know if you heard proper, I think it's like propaganda or something like that.
Paparazzi.
Yeah, there you go. You know what I meant, right?
Yeah, I know it is. I see a lot of people doing that lately. So you're open so you're into sales, huh?
I just want to give it a shot. But why? You got something for me or what?
Yeah. I want to tell you what I've been learning. So obviously, with us going through this pandemic, you realize, like how many decisions that we make have to deal with money, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So I didn't really realize it, but I started realizing that there's a majority and there's a minority, and it's like a 90-10 rule. Have you ever heard of that?
I have not, actually.
All right, so let me break this down for you, because when I found out, it literally blew my mind. So this rule pretty much says that 90%, so the majority of the people make less than $100,000 a year. And though there's a small 10% that all make over $100,000 a year. That's crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy, man.
So on the top of that, like that 90%, they're still renting. And I looked at myself like I'm still renting, and I was like, hey, I want to be on this other side. So just by just by starting to purchase a house and starting to increase my income, I can jump into that 10%. Like, think about it, bro. When's the last time you went on a vacation? Not like a staycation. Like, like I live out in Vegas. It's not the same when I go to a hotel room in the city I stay in,
Yeah, it's been a while, man.
So, but you just go to those little staycations, but these other people, they're like, during the pandemic, like they're actually traveling. And then it's like, think about it, man. We're still in debt. Like my lady, she's still in student loan debt. I still got a few debts I have to pay off. And then these other people are living debt free. And in my head, it's like, it's crazy because when they turn 65, they retire. And when I turn 65, at this point, I'll still be working. So that's why I was asking, like, what's your plan? Because if I'm learning this, man, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like, you invited me here around your family. That means you look at me like family, and this is the same conversation I be having with my family. So I want to show you what I'm learning.
You know,
Brandon,
you open to that? Yeah, I would like to learn what the heck you got going on in your end, man.
All right, awesome. So what I'll do, man, like, I want to get to the school, you know what I'm saying, get back to it. We'll talk more business later. But tomorrow, let's set up a meeting. You free tomorrow?
Yeah, just as long as it's not 10 o'clock, because I have an appointment at 10 o'clock with some girl named Kayla. Oh, it's senior.
Oh, okay. So yeah, let's do 9 o'clock then.
Okay, sounds great, man. Cool. Right on, Thrasher, my man. Look, show some love to Brandon. Show some love to Brandon.
Awesome, Brandon.
They killed it. All right, Brandon.
Y'all killed it.
Great job, Brandon.
He changed it a little bit, but the point of it was there, right? It got the point across. Okay, so I'm gonna choose one more. In fact, I want to see who's bold enough. No marketing directors. You guys already killed this business already, right? So anybody that's not a marketing director, I want you to unmute yourself. The first one that I can kind of see to do that, go ahead and do it. But you know, who's bold? Who's the bold? Melissa? Wait, what? Melissa, is that you that I see? Sorry, this kind of threw me off. I have not seen Melissa. I just have to say hi, Melissa. Show you some love. We miss you. Welcome back, sis. Don't worry, I'm not gonna call on you because you've been out for a minute, but I'm so happy to have you back. Welcome, sis. So, okay, now I want to see who's the bold one. Go ahead, unmute yourself.
I'll do it.
Whoever said I'll do it.
It's me, Rev.
Oh, me. Why are you guys trying to take over the whole dang call? We're already hosting.
Why? Because we gotta represent.
Okay, geez, Louise. Okay. All right, go ahead, Megan. Show me what you got.
All right. Hey, Rev, how's it going?
I'm going.
I have long time no see. I feel like the last time we saw each other was Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that wasn't too long ago, right?
No, it was just a couple weeks ago. What's been going on? Anything new?
Nothing at all. You know, just trying to make sure that I don't kill anybody in the house that came over that's apparently allergic to my poke.
No, that's not fun.
Yeah.
What have you been up to though? Anything like different with your job situation? Or are you just kind of focusing on your cooking skills now?
It's a good question. Oh, I've been kind of unemployed for a little bit, but you know, wow,
Okay.
what you got going on, Megan?
Yeah, so I came across this opportunity a little while back. I don't know if you know that I was kind of laid off as well, and my business has been kind of slow now that I'm in an area where I only have a limited area to kind of run my shows. But I got in with this opportunity. And did you know that there's a difference between the 90% of people and there's 10% of people that actually make an income during this pandemic? So the 90% of people that I've started learning about, those are the people that still live at home with their parents, are still renting, not really able to do like what they want. Like, how I used to travel a lot before. Well, now I've got to, I was doing those staycations, and I'm starting to learn about these people who are actually making an income, and they're the 10%, and they're making over 100K a year. They're more in that wealthy bracket, and they're actually like traveling and taking vacations. And I keep seeing all these people posting these pictures, and so I started learning more information about it. And what if I could introduce you to an opportunity that could put you in that 10% as well? Would that be something you'd be interested in?
Shoot, if you can help me make more than $100,000 per year, I am all ears.
Oh, awesome. So why don't we do this? I'm free tomorrow at 2:00. Does 2:00 work for you, or I might have some time around 5? I'm
open at 2:00. That sounds great, Megan.
Perfect. Well, let's touch base then.
Yeah.
It was really good seeing you. I'm gonna go get seconds.
Go get it, girl. Go get it. Right on, Megan. Right on, you guys. See, it's super simple. Show her some love. It's super simple. This is so
Megan.
Way to go.
Good job.
Great job, young lady.
Yeah, this is something you guys can do anywhere. You can. I don't know why I was gonna say this, but you know how like you used to cheat on your test and you can write on your hand. Don't write on your hand, right? But you can grab a napkin and just do it on a napkin. It's just like a napkin presentation. So I just want to kind of overview. We heard 3 different kind of like versions. Let me just kind of overview, and I'll pass it on. Like this is something that you can sit with your families, your friends. I would say when you're out, kind of having at a cigar club for the men who like to have whiskey at a cigar club. You can do this with people that's over there. super simple, super predictable, but just to kind of pique curiosity. Okay. So, auntie, uncle, I want to show you something that I'm learning
Look different.
learning in the business,
What's
right?
the
There's
same
90.
one? Oh, it didn't look different.
Yep. That's what she said. So there's a 90 and 10. There's 90 and 10. All right. 90%, the majority of people they make less than $100,000 per year. They're still renting, auntie. They go on staycations versus vacations. They're still in debt. And at the age of 65, they're still working. And then let me tell you about the 10%. The 10%, this is the wealthy people. They make more than $100,000 per year. They own their home. They go on vacations versus staycations. They're debt free. And at the age of 65, what do you think they're doing, auntie? They're retired. Yeah, exactly. So all we do as a company is we take people from the 90% to the 10%. So auntie, if I can show you how to move people from this side to this side, would you be open to an opportunity? Yep. Okay, great. What works better for you later on today or tomorrow? Done deal. Set it up, put it in matchup. Easy, simple. So with that being said, I'm great job for those of you. Great job for those of you who came on, unmuted yourself. You guys did great. But this is something you guys can take to the table. Okay. Now, with that kind of being said, that's the opportunity side. Obviously, it leads into the products and services when you get to sit down with them. But I'm going to pass it on to my wife. She's going to close it out. We're going to have a few minutes left, but go ahead, baby.
Okay, awesome job. Let's just give Rev another round because that was awesome. And to all of the volunteers, you guys, that like you said, it's simple, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. And really, why entrepreneurship? I know Rev shared our 2-minute story, and what we're here for. We're here for the crusade, and we're here for the crusade to help families, to change lives. And in 2017, you guys, sorry, this is a picture right here in the upper left-hand corner. I just got out of the hospital 5 days before this. And I was in the hospital. For those that know, I have an autoimmune disorder. So that's why we're here. We're here to make an impact, to be able to help families who, to be able to prevent, and make sure that they're protected, they're taken care of, that we don't have a GoFundMe, we can go fund ourselves. We were not prepared in 2017 prior to joining PHP. I got very sick in my last pregnancy. I lost all my hair, that's why it's short, but I still rock it because I love it now. And we're all about, how is our family seeing us now? This was 2017. Now look at us. We're watch earners. This is us at our very first big event together in the lower left-hand corner. This is my big kids right here. You'll see them. This is our blended family of 6. And, our Max Life family on here. And, 2020 as just, although it may have been, crazy, it may have been sad, it's been super mentally, impactful on, so many people around the world. What we do at the end of the day, why entrepreneurship, why this opportunity, why PHP, this is the reason, all of this, our family. I don't have to worry about work calling in sick. If I'm in the hospital again, knock on wood. Whoever's muted. And we're able to help families. We're able to provide them a gift, of everlasting legacy for their families, and peace of mind. The most of all, peace of mind. So with that being said, you guys, I just wanted to share a little bit about, I don't share pictures too much of my story of, a couple of years ago because it's a hard time in my life, but how my family looks at us now. We pivoted, we adjusted, being, PHP has been a blessing in disguise for us. And, we're here for the long haul. We're here to, like the change makers. We are the change makers because we want to make a change. We want to make a difference for, generations to come, for our family, and for, you know, others that are out there that are looking for the same thing, that are looking for change for themselves, for their families, you know, and, you know, we have the ultimate gift. So I just wanted to go ahead and close out and wish you guys all a very, very blessed Merry Christmas. I hope you guys enjoy your time with your families this week, and that, you know, of course, you know, being able to take everything you learn through our training today, I hope you guys found value and that you'll be able to apply it when seeing your families and friends this holiday season. And you know, if anybody wants to go ahead and say anything, go ahead, and if any of your takeaways, we can go ahead and